Yeah, like Jericho is the one who put us on the map the most. Very early on, right before the disabled veterans video went viral. But Jericho would tell the boys, you need to do it. It gets real. And I talked to him because Shawn Michaels had smartened me up, who's actually the first guy to ever do any of,
Uh-huh.
he never did yoga. He did DDP yoga in the beginning, and now he knows enough that he can do it himself. And that's was always my goal for the boys. Let me teach you how to do this and make it your own. And and Chris is in really bad pain. This is like 14 years, 14, or yeah, about 14 or 15 years ago. So back then he was like 40. I think he's like 55 now, but I think he was 40 at the time. And the doctors were like, there's nothing we can do. You're screwed. You're going to have to quit. But he couldn't even sing, but he knew he'd have to quit wrestling. And he could, singing was hurting him. And I sent him the disabled veteran video that's, seen literally billions of views. Um, and he called me back and he said, "That's your guy." I said, "You see me in the video, right?" He said, "Yeah." He goes, "I'll do whatever you tell me to do." I said, "For real?" He's like, "Yes, you tell me what to do and I'll do it." And 5 weeks later, he was 85% pain free. He was on cloud nine. And he was like, is everybody have the same reaction? I said, the people who do it, yeah, 100%, because you don't have to live in the pain. And for Chris, it was about getting back in the ring, just like it was for me, because that's where it comes from. I just didn't say, I think I'll make my own form of yoga. That would so That'd be insane, because I'm the guy who wouldn't be caught dead doing yoga the first 42 years. But Jericho, 3 months later, he headlined WrestleMania with Punk.
Wow.
So he made it part of his toolbox. And now I would bet $100,000 that he's going to show up at the Rumble. I don't I don't know exactly anything about it. I've talked to Chris, but I didn't even ask him because he's not going to tell me anyway. But yeah, he's gonna. I would bet, and then he'll have first round Hall of Famer. It's time to come home. You went and made some. I wouldn't even call it competition, but you and Cody created, and of course the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega, they created another place for the boys to go and the girls and make money